Let's read some Glitch in the Matrix stories. My name is Kim and we live in Texas. I wanted to share this, and I have already told anyone that would listen, that I encountered what I call a time traveler, for lack of a better term. I'm intrigued. So I was waiting for a friend to take me for a cruise on his bike. I was dressed cute, and so for grins, I was gonna take a couple of selfies. Next thing I know, I'm on the back of a Harley enjoying my day. Several weeks later, I was going through my pics on the phone and came across a series of photos that freaked me out pretty bad. And on the big book, I actually screamed. The photos tell a story. There I was on bike ride day, standing against the counter for the first selfie. I look weird, and there is a bright source of light coming from the fridge wall. There was no light source in that area. The next 3 pictures, I start showing some physical changes. In one, my thigh is really long. The next, there is a huge liver spot on me in the picture, and I don't have any. And the last was what got me and several other people, at least a dozen, totally freaked out. One guy was afraid to talk to me. Another person had me send them into his friend who had a paranormal business, and they did not respond. This was fucking out of this world. What is happening? It was standing where I had been and was bending down to push the button on my phone to take the picture. It might have been standing in front of me, but he seemed to be mixed in somehow, like some real sci-fi bullshit. And it was smiling right into the camera, eager to see his reflection in the phone. The general consensus had been it was male. I have almond-shaped hazel eyes. He had round blue eyes with a lid. He had white hair that was stark against my jet black hair. But even his head was shaped slightly rounder than mine, and he had distinct features that were kind of Nordic, but not like he had ever been human. Did I mention it was smiling? And you could see me too. I seemed to be confused, like, what the fuck? But I'm also experiencing something profound, disbelief, maybe. I was staring at the picture, crying my eyes out and completely and totally freaked out. My preteen sons were absolutely terrified. I showed it to one female friend who literally dropped it to the ground, screaming, "Turn it off! My phone, please take it away!" This is no joke. It pained me to watch how she reacted. Anyway, I do not have access to the pictures anymore. Oh! I was gonna say, we need to see the pictures! But there is more. A few months later, again, cleaning up the pictures from memory, and this time the shriek I made was so skin-crawling that my oldest ran up the stairs thinking someone was killing me. Yes, my time traveler seemed to have made another picture on my phone. This one was very scary and personal. I cannot explain what coursed through my blood when I realized exactly what I was looking at. One of my selfies had a special surprise in it. On my neck was another face of me. I looked about 90 in it. And I wish to God I could unsee it. And it was so personal because I'm 50-something and I work hard to stay young and fit. I always talk about how I will fight aging. He showed me the very thing I never wanted to see, and it was so real I cried for days, truly terrified that I was experiencing this. I tried to convince myself that it wasn't D-Moon icky or angelic, but it was something that had an ego, which means it wasn't a machine either. It was truly otherworldly. If I had to say who it might remind me of, I would say Rick from Rick and Morty, but of a much more unsettling nature. After about a year of telling and showing anyone that would listen about the traveler, I decided it best to erase the pictures. I felt terrified every time it came up and would be jumpy for days. That's just one of my unbelievable experiences, but it is definitely at the top. Thank you for reading. Okay, I completely understand. But I'm really bummed that we deleted the pictures. I really wanted to see this. My first inkling was like a double exposure situation, but I don't think that happens on your phone, right? I think that only happens on like film cameras. That's like a film thing, right? The fact that it was like smiling at the camera, like what the fuck is that? And then there was like a picture of you old. I don't even know. I mean, I guess time traveler. I don't think time traveler, because like who would be traveling back in time? And then if it was a time traveler and they took the pictures like while you were taking the pictures, no, it seems like they edited them after. My brain is everywhere right now. Do you think it was some kind of like alien being that was fucking with you? Or like, guys, I don't know. This was a really, really weird and crazy story. I need everybody's opinions. What do you think it was? Let me know in the comments, please. And thank you so much for sharing this story. This is crazy. Oh, and let me know what you think the chill factor of this story was for me. This is a 3. This is a definite 3 chill factor. I'm Auntie Matrix, and if you like stories like this, make sure that you follow me, and you can send me yours right here to this email address. We believe you.